have a license to drive a car.
Yes, you do.
You do not. I know my rights.
15-7, sovereign
supervisor,
sovereign citizen.
Did you hear what I said? You need to get a supervisor out here right now.
No, you need to step out the vehicle right now. Young lady, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle. Last time I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to make you step out the vehicle.
You're going to get me a supervisor out here right now. I know my rights.
What right is that?
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
On January 17, 2022, a police officer in Gulf Breeze, Florida, noticed a vehicle exceeding the speed limit, driving 54 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. When Officer Banks asks the lady to show him her driver's license, she starts going off about how she doesn't need to have a driver's license in order to drive a car.
Young lady, Officer Banks, Gulf Breeze Police Department. I'm pulling you over. You're doing 54 and a 35. Any reason for that speed tonight?
Where's the 35?
Before you got off the bridge, and as soon as you came off the bridge, all this is 35.
I was going 40, I thought.
Nope. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance.
You don't have to have a license to drive a car.
Yes, you do.
You do not.
15-7, 41 with me. Ma'am, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle.
Am I a crime?
Yeah, you are being detained right now. Step out the vehicle, young lady.
I know my rights.
Either you step out the vehicle, I will remove you from the vehicle.
I know my rights.
15-7, sovereign
right
sovereign citizen.
Did you hear what I said? You need to get a supervisor out here right now.
No, you need to step out the vehicle right now. Young lady, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle. Last time I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to make you step out the vehicle.
You're going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
No, you're going to step out the vehicle right now.
You are going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
That's fine.
I know my rights.
What right is that?
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Very well.
That's what you want to stick with?
Call a supervisor
okay.
right now.
All right.
Right now.
Or else what?
I know my rights.
If I don't call a supervisor, or else what?
I guess we're not going to go anywhere then.
Okay.
Karen immediately asks for the supervisor, as she is convinced she doesn't need a license in order to drive a car.
That can educate you on what the law is.
Okay. He could educate me on what the law is. So do you have an ID or you have a driver's license?
No, I don't have a driver's license on me.
Okay. Do you have one issued to you?
In Mississippi.
In Mississippi. So why would you need a driver's license to drive on the road if you don't need a license?
That was years ago.
Oh, so what year is this?
What year was the ID issued?
29.
I hope that's your supervisor.
You hope it is?
I really do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
What is your name and badge number?
I already told you my name. It's Officer Banks.
What is your badge number?
It's Officer Banks.
Are you failing to...
Are you failing to give me your driver's license?
I don't have to give you a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
Okay.
I have all the laws back here.
Okay. So you're not going to give me a driver's license?
I'm not going to give you a driver's license. I don't have to give you a driver's license.
Okay.
I'm traveling. I don't have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Okay. In what state is that?
Any state. It's common law, natural law.
Okay.
Constitutional law.
Okay.
You need to get a supervisor out here.
I do?
Yes.
Okay. So
I am
what law?
requesting your supervisor.
So just like I'm requesting your driver's license.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Okay. Sergeant Turner, A, she won't identify. She won't produce a driver's license. She's doing 58.
Yes.
Okay, I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Let my officer speak first, then I'll speak to you.
Her vehicle was stopped for speeding. 54 and 35 coming off the bridge. She asked me where the speed limit was, saying that it's before she got off the bridge. She actually did a U-turn. We were in the 35 zone. We pull over here. I introduced myself. I said, any reason why we're driving this fast? And I said, you got your license. She immediately goes into, I don't need a license to drive the vehicle.
Okay.
And then she said, I am traveling.
Okay. So, you do need a license to drive a vehicle. And you do have to identify yourself to these officers.
I do not have to have a license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You're wrong, but okay.
Sergeant Turner arrives, and Officer Banks tries to describe the situation. However, Karen promptly inquires if Sergeant Turner is the supervisor she requested. After hearing the story, Sergeant Turner shuts her down quickly and tells her she needs to have a driver's license in order to drive a vehicle. From this moment on, we switch to the viewpoint of Sergeant Turner.
I haven't been suspected of a crime.
You are being legally stopped on a traffic stop. You are not being
This is a Terry
cooperative.
stop.
It is not a Terry stop.
What
Trust
crime
me,
am
I know the
committing?
difference. You were speeding.
Speeding
Turn the
is a
vehicle
crime.
off and get out of the car. Out of the car now. Undo the
Let me
seatbelt.
turn the vehicle off.
Turn it off now.
Officer Schaefer, unbuckle her.
Put all that down.
Step out, turn around, face away from me. Turn around, face away
Turn
from me.
around.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Well, then you can tell that to the judge if you end up going to jail.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I have all the laws right there.
I
in the
don't
back
care
of my
what I don't
car.
care what laws you say you
I
have.
know that you don't care because you're
Then you
supposed
then
to be
you
a police
then
officer.
you should
a
know
peace
that
officer.
this is that you should know that this conversation's over then.
right because you don't care about the laws. You don't care about our rights. That's the problem.
Have a seat.
I need to call.
Have a seat.
I need to call somebody. Yes, I do.
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail.
Excuse me.
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail, you're under arrest.
I live right down there.
Where's your ID out of, or your license out of?
Mississippi.
I just thought you didn't have one. You
Sir,
just said you don't need one.
This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. We're
Yes,
not going
it
to play
is.
any of these games with you tonight.
It's not a game. This is my rights as a,
It's not
as a
your rights.
citizen.
It's not your rights.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're in the state of Florida. The state of Florida requires you to have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle.
Sir, it doesn't matter what state I'm in.
See, that's your problem is you say it doesn't matter, but it does.
I have
In
the
this
laws
country,
in
it
my
does.
car.
I don't care about what laws you say
Sir,
you have.
You should care about the
I
laws and the
don't,
rights
but
of citizens. You're a
we
peace
know your
officer.
rights. We know your rights.
No, you
You
don't.
don't
I
know
know
your
my-
rights.
yes,
No,
I
you
do.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Because if you knew your rights, you knew, or you would know, and should know, that you must have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle. And
I've
if I
been
find
with this
out
through
that
cops.
if I find out that you are not giving us the right information to
I
identify
gave
you,
the right information. Why would I do that? I'm trying to use my rights as a legal citizen. Why
why
would I
would you do that? Well, you would do that because you don't have a valid driver's license.
I don't have a valid driver's license. I don't have to have a valid driver's license.
You do.
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Then we'll let the judge determine that.
We will let the... You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything wrong.
We can arrest you.
No, you can't.
If you don't have a valid driver's license, we most certainly can.
Can I please call my
No.
mother?
You cannot.
Why?
Because you don't need to call you. Are you an adult?
Yes.
Then why do you need to call your mother?
To come and get me from jail since I'm being illegally
You
detained.
will be able to call her once you get there.
Can I at least lock my car?
We will make sure it is secure.
What are you going to do with my car?
Probably tow it.
Why?
Because you are driving without a license.
I don't have to have a license to
Okay.
drive. That is commercial driving.
It is not commercial driving.
Yes, it is.
Ma'am, I'm telling you right
Sorry,
now.
but I pissed
No,
y'all
no,
off.
stop. I'm telling you didn't piss us off.
I
Okay.
obviously have because y'all are
No.
detaining me illegally.
No, you're being arrested. Is what's happening. And you have not pissed us off. We are doing our job.
No,
Whether you
you're
agree or not doesn't matter. It's a
You
moot
take
point.
orders from the top. You don't know the laws and the rights. Law is
We
law
do.
is law is
We do.
canon law.
We do.
Sergeant Turner.
And in this country, what laws do we follow?
Canon law. Y'all follow canon law. We follow
The rest of
natural
it.
law.
Who is
common
we?
law.
Who is we? Who's we? Tell me who we is.
Police officers.
No,
not
police
peace
officers. We are police officers. We're not peace officers. We're police officers.
Yes, I know that now.
So then your argument just needs to stop, and you just need to sit there quietly.
Sergeant Turner, please
Yes.
just let me go home.
No,
Why?
because you do not have a valid driver's license, and you have done nothing but give my officers a hard time during
I've
this
done
entire
nothing but
ordeal.
Try and tell you that I have rights.
You don't know your rights,
I haven't
clearly.
been ugly to y'all. I haven't yelled at you.
You
and
have
ran
not
away.
been cooperative.
I haven't been cooperative. And what?
Not
Silent?
at all.
Just go with it.
No. Just be honest.
Sergeant, please.
You don't have a license.
Okay, I'll never drive again.
Yes, you will, because you believe you don't have to have a license.
I'll go get a driver's license tomorrow.
Well, wait a minute. Now you're telling me that you'll go get a license.
Because you're telling
but yet
me
you
that I have no
believe
choice.
you don't. That's correct. You have no choice.
Sergeant Turner,
So
please
this
just
is
let
the
me go home.
this is the road that's being taken, and this is what's going to happen.
While Karen just tries to get home, Sergeant Turner suspects there might be more to this situation.
You failed to appear on a court appearance for, what was it, expired license? So your Mississippi driver's license is expired.
And for the registration.
Okay, and the registration. So you had a court date that you missed. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't, or you choose not to?
No, sir. I would not lie to you. I don't lie. I do not remember that.
Okay, well, you do have a warrant out of Santa Rosa County. So
We're
regardless,
in Santa Rosa County.
you're in Santa Rosa County. Do you not know where you live?
I just moved here. My
When?
mother lives on High Point.
When did you move here?
About 2 months ago, from Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Okay. And you don't know what county you live in now after
No,
2 months?
I don't. That's not something I use often. What county I live in.
Okay. Well, you are going to jail tonight.
Well, thank you, Sergeant Turner.
You're welcome.
She moved here 2 months ago, and she still doesn't know in which county she lives?
You know that you are doing the wrong thing.
Nope, I
Y'all
know.
could let me go and handle my warrant tomorrow.
No, we can't.
Right, because y'all have something to prove.
I don't have anything to prove. My officer certainly doesn't have anything to prove. But what
Can I
we
please
want
just
you
call
to
my mother?
understand is there are laws that you have to follow. Whether you agree with them or not is a moot point. Because if you choose not to follow them and you continue to act like this and do this, you're just going to constantly be going to jail. Is that what you really want?
I'm not acting like or doing anything like.
You told us that you don't have to have a driver's license to drive. And clearly, you do.
Can I please call my
No,
mother?
you will be able to call your mother from the jail.
Please let me go ahead and call her
No.
so she can head there.
No.
She's sleeping, please.
By the time you get booked in and everything, it'll be early enough in the morning. You can call her and she'll probably be getting up.
This is gonna
So
take
why-
hours.
It's not going to take hours, but it's going to take some
Sergeant
time.
Turner, please. Can you just
The
give me
answer
that
is
some-
no.
You got some karma.
I'm not worried about my karma.
I know. You're one of those.
No, you know what I'm actually worried about? People like
You're
you
actually worried
who
about
think that
meeting your
laws
quota.
don't. No, there is no
th-
quota.
there
It's
are
people
laws
like
that
you
don't
who
matter.
believe that laws don't pertain to them. And that's just
They
not
don't.
the case.
They don't.
Then enjoy spending a lifetime in and out of jail, because
I've
that is
never
what
been
will
to jail.
happen.
Though it won't actually.
If you continue to act like this and do this, it will.
I'm not acting like anything. I'm
Then
telling
I would
you
suggest
that
moving
what my
back to
rights
Mississippi.
are. I'm not moving back to Mississippi.
Then if
either.
you stay living here and driving a car without getting a valid driver's license, that is what is going to happen.
You do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I've already been through roadblocks with state troopers with this.
Then they're not very good state troopers.
Yes, they are, because they know their rights and they know the law.
No, if they let you through with this garbage, they're not.
This is not garbage.
It's garbage.
Have you done any research into it?
More than you will ever know.
Okay,
You're not
well,
the
then you
first
would know
one.
it's not garbage.
You're not the first person I've run across that thinks this way.
Yeah, I know.
And
We're a
those
problem right
those
now.
other people went to jail too.
Good. You know,
It's not
it
good.
doesn't change
It shouldn't
the fact
happen.
that I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I do not. I'm not a commercial driver. I'm not driving people around. I'm traveling. That is considered a part of my home. And I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
I suppose you don't have to have a registration either.
No.
Your tag's expired.
Okay. You know who I am. You run my tag.
So here's what I am curious about. Because you're right, I do want to know more. Is that your car?
Yes, that's my
So
car.
you're the registered owner of that car.
Yes.
So at one point it had a valid tag and registration.
Right. Because if I rode around without any tag, that would just be asking for trouble.
So instead, you're okay just riding around with an illegal expired tag.
It's not illegal.
So you're basically masking the fact that you don't believe the laws apply to you.
I have to do whatever I have, run through these hoops that y'all put us through just to get by.
You mean these? Yes. Where's the gun in the car?
Her logic doesn't make any sense, but she still seems convinced she is right.
There's no gun in that car.
There seems to be ammo.
The gun's in a pawn shop.
When did you pawn it?
Like 2 months ago.
So why are you still just carrying around ammo?
I didn't know that ammo was in there. What's wrong with carrying around ammo? What can I do with it without a gun?
Nothing. All right, is wrong with it. But if there's ammo, normally there's a gun. And since the vehicle's being towed, we want to keep the gun in safekeeping.
While searching the car, the officers found a little plastic bag with a white powdery substance in it in her backpack. This later tested positive for cocaine. This might explain why she behaves this way.
You're searching my vehicle.
You say that our laws don't matter to you, so what's it matter?
Obviously, I don't have any laws right now.
No, there's plenty of laws. You're just breaking them.
I don't have to mind laws that aren't valid.
They're valid laws.
They are not valid laws.
The United States and the state of Florida seem to think they are.
The United States has a constitution that we fall under.
Right.
Statutes, mandates, codes.
So
none of that matters.
So under our constitution, it still gives the state governments the right to govern themselves, correct?
That's right. And the sheriff has all the power.
That's right.
That's right.
The sheriff does. He is the
yes.
head law enforcement officer.
He's not part of NATO. He's not part of the Council on Foreign Relations.
I'm not part of NATO either.
Well, you take orders from the top.
Nope, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You know who I take my orders from? My chief of police.
Exactly. And he takes orders from the top.
Who's the top?
You want me to give him one name? I mean, that would be impossible.
Well, I don't know who the top is.
I know, because you haven't done research.
I guess I'm just an ignorant cop.
Nope, you said that. I didn't say that.
Well, that's what you're implying.
No, I didn't imply things.
Then stop implying that I only take orders from the top. Fair enough?
You do take orders from the top. That's how it works.
Afraid not.
Oh, it doesn't? I'll just make up your own. Yeah, I know that's what y'all doing right now.
No, you make up your own.
I don't. I know the Constitution. I've learned it.
I know the Constitution too. I also know that the states have the right to govern themselves.
That's been turned into shit.
Oh, and I'm sure you're the expert.
Yeah.
You're not.
I have rights and I live in America.
Correct. But you
And
decide which laws to follow.
I don't take orders from anybody.
Nobody's giving you
except
orders.
God.
Nobody's giving you orders.
Obviously, you are right now.
No,
You're
right
going
now.
to jail.
Yeah, because
That's an order.
you violated Florida state law.
I violated a law that someone made up that's not legal.
The Constitution was made up
Yeah.
by people.
Yeah, and God.
Those same people put laws into place even back then.
Our Constitution was changed in 1776 and in 1871.
I don't think it was changed in 1776.
It was written in 1776.
Ah, there we go.
And it was changed in 1871
I'll have to take your word on that one
because you haven't done the research.
because I don't need to.
Right. Because you know everything.
I don't know anything, but I do know my job. And I know my officers know their job.
You know the orders that you're supposed to do.
No, I just know that you have to have a driver's
the
license.
People in the community.
We
Y'all
don't
should be helping the people.
We do help.
No, you don't.
We do.
You
don't know anything.
Pickpocket everybody.
You don't know anything about us.
I do.
To sit there and say that I don't help anyone, that my officers over there don't help anyone.
Y'all aren't helping me right now.
You're not helping yourself because you choose to not get a valid driver's license.
That's totally changing.
You're just playing a victim.
I'm not playing a victim.
That's what you're doing.
I'm not a victim. I'll never be a victim. I hate that mentality.
Then why are you playing all these excuses as to you don't need a driver's
It's not
license?
an excuse. I have the laws in that car. That's why I ride around with them.
Why? To
I have
educate
the book of the Constitution in
to
there.
educate people like me?
I don't think that you're interested in learning anything.
I don't
that
think
you're
you-
very stubborn.
I don't think you know anything about me to even get to make that comment.
What, my opinion is that.
After a thorough search of her car, the Constitution of Law was not found. This lady was eventually charged with possession of cocaine, driving under the influence and operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Her bond was set on $11,500,